Prior to the scar that I really feel like marked my life, I was a happy kiddo in a family of 5 siblings and a mom and a dad who just loved us really well. And I remember my youth leader walking out onto the skating ring to get me. And she looked really scared. But when we got to the hospital, we found out that as my mom was running a race with one of my younger brothers, she collapsed. It was about 6 days that she was in the hospital, unresponsive, and then she died. I was 13 years old. I remember getting ready for my 8th grade dance that week, and you know, life was just normal. And then all of a sudden, it was flipped upside down. And the message I heard at that time was, you need to start taking care of yourself now. And actually, after my mom passed away about a year later, I was raped by an older student at my school. And I sort of made this vow that I would never feel powerless again. I felt so powerless when my mom died. I felt so powerless when I was raped that I just made this decision that no one was going to take power from me ever again. But those same patterns followed me into even my being a Christian. I think what surprised me was that as a Christian, I was really battling what I would describe now as anxiety and a little bit of depression for running so hard. You know, when I would read the word about, you know, God offers peace and joy, I thought, God, where is that in my life? I'm serving you. I'm sacrificing time with my husband and my children. And that was a really low moment for me. I would come home from work and cook dinner for my family. And I would be so tired that at like 6:30, I would lay on the couch. And I would look in the kitchen and I would see Fernando cleaning up and doing the dishes, and my girls would be playing games. And my mommy heart was so broken that I was too tired to play with my own kids. And that's when I was like, enough. And I was greatly affected. Not only was I gaining weight, which was the least of my health issues, God put someone in my path while I was praying who was a health coach. I remember when she was doing her health assessment with me. And when we think of health, you know, we have all sorts of ideas, but she was asking me questions that no one had asked me before. How fulfilled are you? How are you sleeping at night? What's your sort of joy factor? And as she was presenting these things to me, the Lord was exposing that I was not healthy in some of these areas. And every time I would say something negative, she would say, I can help you. I can help you. And I said, I need help. I remember saying to my girls after dinner, do you guys want to go for a walk? And my daughter Emily just said, I'm so glad you decided to get healthy, because now you can spend more quality time with us. Fernando and I knew that I probably had to do some kind of work, but we wanted to be very wise, that the Lord wasn't bringing me out of one thing to go full-time into something else. And so many women had been asking me about my health journey. And I decided to pay it forward and become a health and wellness coach, because that's something that I could do around my family's schedule. I get so passionate about this because what I feel like I'm doing with people now is helping them identify their unhealthy patterns and behaviors and walking them into greater freedom. So Fernando and I have started Medina's on Mission. And there's no greater joy for me than for a mom or a grandma to experience the same thing that I did. There are a lot of grandparents raising their grandchildren right now, and they need energy. They need to feel good as they're raising up their grandchildren. I have a ton of friends who are working in full-time ministry, very much the same story that I was running in. pouring out, pouring out, pouring out, and not filling themselves back up. So we really look at coaching now as really a ministry. My name is Elisa, and I am Scarred Beautiful.